This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed at 2:30. It's about 5:20 here right now. So we are going to, as usual, review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels will be posted along with the EIA report. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy the ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now, look at this big green candle here, okay? So what do we have here? The high got as high as 94.17, but if you notice that it closed at 93.71. Now, if you've been watching my videos here, I've been pointing out this candle right here of 93.74. See that? Okay, so it closed just below that. I said it could go 94, maybe even 94.50. But it had to close above that. Now, it came close, okay, here on the close, but it just didn't quite get it there today, okay? So what we need to do here is we have to see if it's going to go above. So tomorrow what you want to do is you want to watch today that 93.74, and then you want to watch 94.17. That was today's high, okay? So we'll show you on the weekly chart here the next section. But let's take a look here on the downside. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to watch that key 92.43. That is going to be key here on the downside, okay? And then what we do is you just keep following these candles down, okay? There's your 92.43. So then what you want to do is you want to look here, okay? This here was 91.33. And then what we had here is this key level of 90.78. That was your 8-day, okay? That's very, very important, okay? Now, again, if it's lost, then we just follow these candles here below, okay? So you have 89.31 here. We have 89.03. You have 88.37. And then you want to watch yesterday's candle there sitting at 88.19. And then this key level right here at 88.29. That's very good. Very, very key level. Now, that candle right here was 88.19. Now, I've always said look to the left of the chart, and what do we have here? Okay, 88.07. See how nice that held right on up? Okay, so you bring that line across, that held it, and then it zoomed right on up here, but it couldn't close above that key 8 SMA here until today, and then she just rocketed higher. Okay, so on the downside again, watch that key 8 SMA here, and then watch this key 21 SMA. That is going to be very, very critical. Okay, so now let's take a look at this RSI here. Okay, I've always been pointing out this negative divergence here on your ISI. This was a while ago. So now we got to see what we got here. Okay, so we had a peak. Okay, now we made a higher high here. So we have to see how this RSI. Now, if it comes up here and it goes the same as this, well, then it's fine. But if it makes a lower and makes that divergence, then just watch out for the key sell-off here. Now, when I pointed out this possible bear flag, that was possible. Then yesterday it came all the way down here and it looked like it was going to go lower like it did here, okay? But it didn't. It rallied up here at the end of the day, and that tells you that you got to be long because you got a trading range here now, okay? You don't have the bear flag. That's completely negated. Okay, so you got a trading range. So now what you want to do here is just watch this key 8 SMA, watch this 21 SMA here, watch the retest here at 92.43, and then on the upside, watch that 93.74, and then today's high at 94.17. All right, let's take a look here on a weekly chart. Okay, here we have your weekly chart. This is the candle I've been talking about right here. This 93.74. Now it went higher again, but then it closed below that. So now we have to go to all your next levels here, okay? So you want to look at this candle right here. That's 95.05, and then we have 95.76, and then we have 97.66, okay? So that's the next level of resistance. And then what you're going to do here is you want to look at 98.65. We want to look at let's look at 100 flat first, because that's always a good key, and then 199, and then you have 101.88. That's the next key level here. And then what you want to do is you just keep riding this up. You have 105.05 here, what do we have here? You got, yeah, 111.16 here, 111.45, and then we have 114. That would be your next level. So if you take this price channel, go right across, that will be the next level. So that's your top level right there, 114, okay? And then come to this candle here, 101.88, and then here is 97.66, and then here is that candle I've been talking about here, 93.74. Okay, so that is what we're going to look on the upside. Now your RSI still, you still got room to run here. Your MACD, plenty of room to run here. Also here on your weekly chart. Okay, let's take a look here on your natty gas. Okay, your natty gas popped up today, but remember, you had contract roll, so it's going to be, you're always going to have that pop up here, okay? So what you want to do here on your weekly chart here is we want to look at that key 301.8. That is going to be key. And then right above that here is we have this right here, 302.7. This basically 302.7. This is your key level here that you can close above. If you can get above that, then here's your target at 3.30. Above that, 3.77, your 200-day. Very, very simple. On the downside, watch this key 8 SMA here, and then watch that 21 SMA here. Now, here on your daily chart here, well, what I don't like about it is when you have these gaps up like this, because it always wants to come down and retest. So always put on your back burner the low today. That was 2.85 flat. And then look to the top of this candle here. The high of that is 2.667. Okay, so there's your gap. There's your fill. Now, there's a lot of support in between there. So you want to look at this 2.81. That's your 200-day coming on the way down here. Then we want to just follow this here. You got 2.75. Then we look at your 8 SMA, 2.72. Your 21-day sitting at 2.69. And then we have that 2.668. So always look at the top of this candle right here. This is very critical. This is that 2.66, and that is going to be the fill if this sells off. Now, on the upside, what we want to do is we want to look here at today's high. That's sitting at 2.947. Okay, if you can get above that, then come to this candle here. That's 2.998, and then there's your retest sitting at 3.018, and then you can come back to your 3.027. Okay, that's what we have on the upside. So let's take a look here on what it did on a 4-hour and an hourly chart. Okay, here's your 4-hour chart here. You had a nice series here of higher lows here. You had a nice double bottom in play. Okay, right there. Came down, sold off 2.55, but again, it still held this 250 area. Okay, so the key is you still had that series of higher lows, even though it came down a little ways here. All right, now you have that gap up. That's very, I don't really care for that gap up because usually them gaps want to get filled here, okay? So what you want to do is look at the top of that price channel, that 2.947. If it can rocket it up here, then you can go to that retest at 3.018. Here on your hourly chart here, you have that gap up here. Basically, you just ran up here, just like a sideways action here. There was some really good scalping in the UNG there today. I think I got 25 cents, but I'm trading 15,000 shares. So that worked out very well here, okay? So we got to be just a little bit patient. Tomorrow's Thursday. The natty gas ERA report will be out at 10:30. So keep your eye on that to see if there's a bigger draw, bigger build than what normally it is. Now, I'll have more for you on the crude oil and natural gas before 8 o'clock tomorrow. And thanks for watching.